Good morning, YouTube. It is another beautiful Friday morning. This is Labor Day weekend. I get to go up to the cabin and see my wife this weekend. I'm so excited. I was just at an intersection a little while ago, and a truck came up right beside me and decided to split lanes. He takes a right-hand turn at the red light, and then a car right behind it decides to do the same thing. Actually, it was an SUV. Decides to do the same thing. I look over to my left in the left turn lane, and there is a sheriff's vehicle there. Lane splitting is illegal for cars and motorcycles in the state of Georgia. But for some reason, only us motorcyclists get in trouble for it. That's the reason why I don't do it. And that brings me to today's vlog. Oh, this is beautiful. The sun rising over the trees, this beautiful field. I love my commute. I just love it. Okay, so today I am going to discuss lane splitting and filtering. Now, a lot of people don't know the difference between lane splitting and filtering. Lane splitting is when you get between two cars on a 4-lane or greater highway, and the traffic is moving at a steady pace, and you want to go just a little faster. It's also used when there is a traffic jam. You can go in between the cars. Filtering is done when you get to a stop sign or a stop light. Usually a stop light. On a 2-lane road like this and that one, you would not use lane splitting, and you definitely would not filter. You would need an extra lane on your side of the road to at least filter at a stop sign or to lane split. And there's a lot of people out there that have great argument for the positives of lane splitting and filtering. One of the biggest concerns for motorcyclists is the engine overheating if you're an air-cooled engine. And on a hot summer day, if you're stuck at a traffic light with your engine on, you run the risk of it overheating. So getting up to the stoplight quicker makes more sense. Also, if you are filtering to the front at a stoplight, you reduce the number of people that are at that stoplight. Now, some people don't understand this because they think, well, they're still the same number. If you have a car, a motorcycle, then a car, and you're able to filter up to the front, then that car that was behind you can move forward. Cars tend to accelerate from takeoff a little slower than a motorcycle. And scientifically speaking, the car has more weight. Even though it may have a larger engine, it still has more weight, so it needs more torque and more horsepower to get that to go up to a speed. And motorcycles have a quicker takeoff just because they're lighter. So in theory, that would reduce the traffic, especially if you have a number of motorcyclists, like in California, where lane splitting and filtering is legal. But there's not a bunch of motorcyclists here in Georgia on a given day. Not unless it's like a Saturday and there's a ride. Usually when there's a ride, we'll have escorts and we'll block traffic. But that is the main reason behind filtering. Now, lane splitting, on the other hand, is when you're on like a highway, like an interstate or a major highway that has more than just the 2 lanes like you see here. If you get onto a highway and the traffic is much slower than what is, safe for a motorcycle to ride, that is either a traffic jam where they're completely stopped, or you're at a very low pace, under 35 miles an hour. That's not safe for a motorcycle, because according to the MSF, most motorcycle accidents happen at low speeds. So we already know that we're at danger, because we need inertia to keep the bike upright, the inertia from the tires. A body in motion will stay in motion. That means that we'll stay upright if we have a constant speed. That's the science behind it. And when you add that science behind the theory that people have given for lane splitting, it makes a lot of sense. But of course, we've all seen those videos of guys lane splitting, going 80 or 90 miles an hour, making it very dangerous. And what else is dangerous is what happens when there's a traffic jam. What happens when there's congestion, a low speed congestion on the highway? What do people do? They think that the left lane or the right lane is going faster, so what are they going to do? They're going to go and merge into that lane. They're going to look in their rearview mirror once, then they're going to look over their shoulder, and they're looking for that car that is directly behind them in the other lane. The last thing on their mind is a motorcycle coming in the middle of 2 lanes. That is the last thing on their mind. They're worried about whether or not that car that's beside them will let them in. They don't see a motorcycle going 60 miles an hour down the road coming in. And for those that are going well over 60, I'm sorry, but their eyes are not going to catch that. That's where it makes it dangerous. And then people get all upset. They slap mirrors. They get into a wreck. It's just not good. It's not good at all. So, that's where I am against lane splitting. Filtering, on the other hand, the issues that arise on filtering is those guys that are all the way in the back and they want to filter all the way up to the front. You've got a very long line at a red light. By the time you get up to that red light, there's a good possibility that it will turn green halfway up. What happens then? Now you've got to merge into a lane. And remember, you're only supposed to be filtering, not lane splitting. People are going to get angry with it. It makes the other motorists very angry. And it's not because they think that, oh, you get to get away with it. Why are you so much superior than me? That's not what they're thinking. They're thinking, oh Lord, that just came up on me. That scared the bejesus out of me. So respect the others that are on the road. Of course, we get no respect, and we all know that. Cars will come up on our tail and tailgate us. They'll cut us off. They won't see us as they pull out left in front of us. That's the reason why you've got to make yourself more noticeable as a motorcyclist. Now, I'm the world's worst at this because I like to wear the color black. I'm not big on safety colors. I do wear my safety vest from time to time. Here recently, I haven't been wearing it. But either way, it's important that you present yourself. Now, I like the way that Dan the fireman puts it. When you see a car at an intersection, and a lot of people think of intersections as where two roads meet. Right here is an intersection. That is considered an intersection. A driveway intersects with the road. It is an intersection. Another one, this dirt road right here. All right, yeah, it's a dirt road. That is considered as an intersection. It intersects with this road. And those are the most dangerous ones of all. Not the ones that have red lights and stop signs that are two roads that intersect like that. Those are, you know, you can see them, they can see you for the most part. It's side roads that, you know, they may take a quick look to the left, quick look to the right, and then they're gone. They're going to go ahead and go. As soon as you see that car, make sure they see you. And this is what car drivers hate to see motorcyclists do. They're sitting there thinking, oh Lord, he's taking up everything on the road. Well, didn't they just see you do that? You presented yourself. You made sure they could see you. That's being safe. Swerving on the road makes them see you. And after they see you, of course they're going to be mad because they think that you're just, you know, being a jerk on the road, but really you're trying to make them see you. You could wave at them. Do a quick wave when you see that their head is facing you, then put the hand right back on here. If they still don't see you and they want to try to pull out, give a slight tap on that horn. They might hear you. Of course, in today's cars, they're soundproof. You can't hardly even hear a siren that comes up behind you. But either way, you're providing another source of, hey, I'm here. Don't sit there and just hold it down like that. You could do that as soon as they start to pull out and you're like 20 feet away from them. Also, the next thing to do is adjust your speed. It's a lot easier to come to a stop at a slower speed than it is to come to a stop going 60 miles an hour. And here I am, I'm not even going 60. As you can see, not quite 60. 60's all the way at the top. I'm going about 55. The reason why I'm going about 55 is, you can see there's fog out here. There is also the chance of deer. And there's a chance that a car might come out. So I'm going to adjust my speed accordingly. Also, it's so beautiful. Why speed through it? Slow down and enjoy it. So, if you like this video today, give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to get notified when new videos come your way. Until next time, y'all ride safe and always get back home. Intersection, red truck. Can he see me? Yes.